when he steps into the ring, he is capable of putting on a master class. He'll have to do it against Hugo Castañeda. Miguel Flores with the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for our featured bout for PBC Prime Video Prelims. This bout is promoted by TGB Promotions. The event sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, The Crown is Yours, and Universal Pictures Nobody 2, only in theaters August 15. Our three judges ringside for this one are Mike Fitzgerald, Jack Reese, and Steve Weisfeld. The referee in charge of the action is Harvey Dock. And now Premier Boxing Champions presents 10 rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the tiger print trim, he weighed in at 135.8 pounds. With the record that stands 15 victories, 11 by knockout, opposite of 2 defeats and 1 draw. Representing Reynosa, Tamaulipas, Mexico, here is Hugo El Tigre Castañeda. And now we introduce his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks. He's weighed in at 131.6 pounds. His record stands 31 victories, 18 by knockout, opposite of just 2 defeats. Representing Capitol Heights, Maryland, from acclaimed boxing family and longtime former world champion, here is the return of Mr. Gary Russell Jr.
All right, here we go. Okay, guys, we went over the instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck. Took los guantes. Buena suerte.
Mr. Gary Russell Jr. goes back to his brothers in the corner, and when their father passed away, he said he left a legacy of honor and integrity. So we help each other out. As a matter of fact, Gary Russell Jr. trained his brother Gary Antoine Jr. when he won the WBA world title March 1st of this year, becoming the lead trainer to win a world title at just 36 years old. But tonight, he's not training. He's fighting once again. What are your expectations, Abner, of this version of Russell?
I want to see the first, second round from Gary Russell. Obviously, he's been out for 3 years. The thing is that has he lost a step? Right now, he's showing that he's not. He's so accurate, so perfectly timed right now.
I mean, you see that age of 37, but wow. Gary Russell has always had among the fastest hands we've ever seen in boxing, still retaining that speed. And look, he's a veteran of long layoffs. He lives in the gym, whether he's training or whether he's fighting, and you can see early, whatever he's throwing is hitting the front of the face of Castaneda.
Castaneda is no defensive genius, but I like the aggressiveness with which Gary Russell Jr. is coming out. And to me, he told us in the fighter meetings, if I'm throwing my left hand and it's good, I'm back.
Let me tell you, he's back then, because he looks good so far.
It's landing, and he's starting fast. I would think that he was going to take this round of, get it filled out first, second round, but no, he came out guns blazing. You wanted to see where his accuracy was, and it's there so far from Gary Russell.
And look, he was honest. He said, we're going to take this one fight at a time. He doesn't know if this will lead to a busy comeback. He is a full-time trainer. He's running the family business, so to speak, and he does a great job at it. But so far, he looks comfortable despite a layoff of 1,274 days. And oh, by the way, the fight before was a more than 700-day layoff.
You want me to give you what the layoff total is for the last 7 fights? 3,500 days. That amounts to 9 years, 150 days, 151 days if you had a leap year in there. It's a long time.
But this is a guy that stays in the gym, one way or another. He's constantly training his brothers. I'm sure he's training himself. Again, he sleeps, eats, sees boxing every single day. Talking about Gary Russell, and you see it tonight, landing every shot.
Nice combinations from Gary Russell Jr. I mean, you just see he came here to fight tonight. He didn't come here to box. He didn't come here to look pretty, to show everybody what he's capable of doing. He came in here to say, I want to take the Tigre out.
And the one thing, if this does lead to a comeback, he's had sort of soft online beefs with many a fighter in many different weight classes in recent years. He said he's not afraid to move up to welterweight if he had to. It's just good, though, to see him back. He knows what the loss of the father meant to his family. He's trying to fill those roles.
He actually took custody of 3 of his nieces and nephews after his other brother passed away, Gary
Derek Russell, back in 2020. Yes.
My house looked like a Chuck E. Cheese nowadays. All those kids running out.
He took custody of all 3 of those children, bringing the total of 8 children in the household of Gary Russell Jr.
Well, tonight, he is the man inside the ring. Let's listen in to his brother.
Hard cut. Pull it out. No, hold it.
Look, bro. Where's the spit bucket?
Spit bucket. You spit in there, it's okay, it's okay.
Motherfucker, this swag, bro. This swag just stick to offset everything. But you gotta go through the jab. You understand what I'm saying? I need to flip this jab and flip this.
Here we are, what you guys are witnessing right now is not, we didn't fast forward this. This is actual speed that we're seeing right now from Gary Russell. 4 punches landed back to
Got
back.
there before
My
he even thought about throwing
This guy's been gone for 3 years. It doesn't seem that way.
He said, I don't think my arm will ever be 100%, but it's good enough for him tonight, and he's letting it go, which is what you want to see, Brian, after a surgery, after therapy, after a long recovery process.
That's exactly what you want to see, and you want to see if he has the timing, which it looks like he has so far. It's that lifestyle in the gym, and let's also keep in mind, he didn't take a lot of punishment in the prime of his career. At times he was inactive. He had great defense and speed to jump out of the way as he did right there.
Oh, that's right hook lands and Castaneda's down.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay?
You better be okay, because Gary Russell Jr. is coming for the finish here in the 2nd round. There's another left hook for Gary Russell Jr. and he says, call me mister, but call me winner instead.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay?
Castaneda's been down against Castaneda, against DJ Zamora 3 times, but tonight he's in against a former world champion, making his debut at lightweight and making himself look good.
And look how he's taking his time. This is a master of the boxing. He is taking his time. He is thinking before throwing a punch. He's not going there guns blazing. He doesn't want to finish him quite yet. It seems like he wants to get the rhythm. He wants to get in some rounds. I don't know if I'm seeing that. You guys are seeing that, guys, but it doesn't seem like he wants to finish him right now.
Look, they say power's the last thing to go. This guy's still got that speed, the timing. That first knockdown was explosively quick 2-punch combination.
But he didn't go for the kill. Listen, he's still there. He's making work of Castañeda.
You know why? I might not be back in here for another year. Give everybody their money's worth.
Yeah, give me at least 3 rounds. Come on, Gary.
But I mean, that's about as impressive a round as we've seen out of Gary Russell Jr. in years.
And yeah, you might talk about the opponent that, you know, his defense is not all the best, not the greatest. He stands right in front of me. But believe me, it's not as easy as it looks. It's hard to hit a fighter also, even if he's standing right in front of you, especially with the barrage of punches that Mr. Gary Russell is landing.
That lead right hook.
With that accuracy, that speed. You hardly ever see this boxing nowadays.
Yeah, at one point he was the baddest man on the planet until he met another guy with those same qualifications in Vasily Lomachenko.
But you got to say it, though, to Russell's credit, he showed an incredible chin in that fight, an incredible will. Never stopped coming forward, trying to win that fight down the stretch.
And it was a battle between 2 highly schooled fighters who had Olympic pedigree. Obviously, Gary missed out on that opportunity due to injury, but qualified for the Olympics. But tonight, it's a different fighter that we're seeing.
Perfect round, Gary. That was a perfect round. Way to relax on the inside.
Rodrigo
I like
Mosquera's
that.
worked
You took your
31
time.
fights with
Got a little
Gary
overexcited.
Russell Jr. as
Took
we'll
it
take a look at
Give me the
how
ball.
he was so dominant in this round.
I got you.
This is how those knockdowns came about. The quickness from Gary Russell Jr. Step back, here comes my left, and I finish with the right hook. It was more with the forearm, but still, he got him, he hurt him, and here's the second knockdown. A flush left hand, and again, followed one shot after the other. I mean, the guy does not fall in love with his power. He knows that his speed is power.
And you can see his brother, the world champ, Gary Antoine Russell Jr., going sick in the crowd there in that replay.
This is the combinations that you want to do it in a video game. When you play a video game, you're pressing on those buttons for the guy in front of you to throw those punches. And Gary Russell, he does that, man. He's so fast.
Was that an 8-punch combination on that second knockdown?
And that was a nice straight left from Gary Russell Jr. And just see how effective he's been, connecting on 43 power punches through 3 rounds compared to just 10 for Castaneda. Like, he was outclassed against GJ Zamora, a younger fighter, undefeated in his last fight on April 5th. This is a different level, and Gary Russell Jr. proving that, you know what, his power is carrying to the lightweight division.
Definitely is. I mean, and again, his power is the speed.
Yes.
It's the accuracy, the way he sets up his punches.
Short, that counter right hand was.
Look at that flurry of shots from Gary Russell Jr. Will Manny Pacquiao be able to turn back the clock as Gary Russell Jr. has been doing here in our final fight of this undercard?
That's a perfect example right here, Gary Russell, that, you know, it's just the number 37. He's been out for 3 years, and yet he's showing the accuracy, he's showing the power, he's showing the speed. Would Manny Pacquiao be able to do that tonight? We will find out.
Well, he's also back to showing those bad intentions after it looked like he was not carrying, but allowing Castaneda to survive at the end of last round. He's come out with a new attitude here in round 3.
I still feel that he's working on things right there, like, you know, putting up his hands, the defense. This is a type of fighter that you can do all that. Castaneda.
Confidence building fight for Gary Russell Jr. So far, that left shoulder is looking, if not 100%, pretty explosive. Nice counter left and then the right over the ear of Castañeda, who complains of a rabbit punch. Just lightning quick counters. Castañeda's not the quickest guy, let's just put it out there, but still. Russell seeing the shots and landing the shots like he does there.
An errant headbutt there.
Oh.
Time.
No cut. Harvey Doc. Making sure both guys are okay. Russell wants to tap gloves. Castañeda said, let me tap you to the body instead.
Harvey Doc Long, one of the most respected referees in this game.
There's the bad intentions right there from Russell. Made him miss. He wanted to make him pay, but didn't get there on time.
Tonight in our co-main event, we will see a rematch. Sebastian Fundora granting Tim Zhu a rematch after winning the unified super welterweight titles. Veritas, it means truth. That's what he has on the front of that sweatshirt. He was just accepted. The world champion has been accepted to Harvard for a 6-year engineering program. A renaissance man, and tonight he defends that belt against the man that he took it from in a bloody fight. Fight of the Year candidate for 2024, I believe, and here we are with that rematch tonight. Round 4 of a scheduled 10-round bout. Russell looking like old times per se.
He is.
Quick hands, accurate.
Yeah, the accuracy's there, the timing, the fast jab, taking his time, breaking down the fighter. And he's always been known by that. He's not a fighter. Well, yeah, no, he's a killer. He's a killer. But again, he's carrying Castaneda in this fight. He want to get in those rounds, especially if this is not the only fight you want to do. I'm guessing. I think that Russell wants to get his feet wet. He's got them wet now.
Oh, push there. The look from Castaneda is like, what are you doing?
Get the feel of boxing and on line for a world championship fight.
You have to wonder if the phone will start ringing for Gary Russell after a performance like this in a new division.
Landing of another rabbit punch is Castañeda. Switch momentarily to the southpaw stance. That's body work, but you got to protect yourself. And Russell reminds him of that. Here is Castañeda, and the question is, how will you take a lightweight's punch? So far, so good for Russell.
Russell took a beautiful left hand. Again, twice. Gotta be careful, he's gotta get off the ropes.
He looks very comfortable pot shotting here.
Oh man, that left hand is just finding a target. It's a heat-seeking missile to the face of Castañeda, who continues to bleed from the nose now. The crowd is getting hyped. When was the last time you heard applause at a Gary Russell fight?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, brother.
Well, you're
Not
hearing
many
it tonight.
fights, but again, the aggressiveness, the accuracy, the power shots. People love that. Well, it reminds me a bit of Manny Pacquiao.
This was early Gary Russell Jr. where he was just running through guys.
And I like how he just stayed in there. He took those shots from Castañeda. He said, all right, you landed 2, but guess what? You're not going to land a 3rd or 4th or 5th. Here come my shots. And Gary Russell was really accurate.
Castañeda needs to focus on the body because he's not touching up top that well. That creates opportunities for Russell to just pot shot.
And hunting a lot, Castañeda and Russell definitely see that.
Muy buen round, mijo, ¿eh? Muy buen round. Ya ves cuando usted es el tigre, usted es diferente. Ese es el tigre que ocupo ver. Ese es el tigre que ocupo ver, ¿ok? Échale ganas, él ya está sintiendo su pegada, mijo. Él ya está sintiendo el peso, él ya está sintiendo la diferencia. Pero te quiero bien vivo, ve la importancia de repetir los golpes.
I'm sure Castañeda did not expect this kind of hand speed from a 37-year-old. I didn't either, to be honest. So fast, so accurate. Oh my God, I'm loving the performance from Gary Russell tonight. It's fun, it's entertaining.
It's like a slap fight in that corner. Like, made him miss, make him pay. Come back with the same shot. Okay, well, I got the same shot for you. Round 5, Bernardo Osuna alongside 3-division world champion Abner Mares. We've got Brian Campbell in the house. And behind the mic, Hall of Fame reporter Jim Gray as well.
One thing I really like about this Gary Russell comeback, is that he's doing it on his own terms. One quote he told us in the fighter meetings was he felt like after his father died, he was doing everything for everyone else instead of taking care of me, he said. Now he said he's likes that. He took the bull by the horns. He's got the family where it needs to be. Now he wants to come out and see what he has left. And as we keep mentioning, he's got a lot left in there with these power shots he's putting together.
Yeah, and in this round, it's the right hook that's landing for Gary Russell Jr. It's almost like he's a scientist in there working on something different every round.
You know, just to finish what you said, your thoughts, Brian, and perhaps the 3 years that he took off, it wasn't, meant those 3 years, a lot happened in his life. His father passed away, his brother. I mean, he had so much going on, training his brothers, and now, like you said, taking time for himself, and it seems like he really is enjoying himself tonight. Look at that, just walking around the ring. He missed that. Me as a boxer, I missed that. Just being up there and being able to do what you want. Sometimes your head, I remember my fight when I came back after 4 years, my mind's telling me one thing, and my body's telling me another thing. Everything's working.
Well, he said that there's some unfinished business in his career. He didn't like the scoring in the Max Io fight. He felt like he won that easily with one arm.
Yes, he did.
This is really him coming back and finding out, seeing what's left. And what's left seems to be a lot as he continues to pour it on here against Castaneda.
And it's not serendipity, right? There's a reason that Max-Io was on the opener tonight. Looked good. And now we got Gary Russell Jr. looking spectacular against Hugo Tigre Castañeda. He's wiping the stripes off of the Tiger off here in the 5th round. With flurries of speed and power. Nice right hook. Body shot.
Like these buckled of Castaneda right there.
Castaneda did. Look.
Yeah, when you start dancing around like that, Abner, you're trying to get the feeling back in your legs.
Yeah, they're probably numb right now from that shot. Wake up, Dees. Just a brilliant performance right now from Russell.
Walking him into shots here in the 5th round, but hey, Castañeda's game. There's a reason they call him the Tiger. He's also the cousin of Nestor El Tigre Garza, the former world champion out there in Texas, in McAllen. Boxing runs in both families, but deeper in the veins of all the Russells.
And for all the kids, all the young amateur fighters watching this fight right now, this is how you implement great boxing. Working your opponent, not letting the opponent work you. That's what Gary Russell's doing, working Castañeda.
Good job. Control your breathing.
No, no te suene la nariz.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Bro, listen. You be mindful, bro. Too many ass and shots, bro. You want to rest with your dick. Or rest with your fucking dick.
So this is Castañeda frustrating Gary Russell a bit, letting his hands go, trying to land something, and he pushed his hands out, trying to open up the guard because nothing's landing. It's frustration from Castañeda, but here comes Gary Russell. Beautiful left hand, buckled his knees. I don't know how Castañeda still stood from that hard shot that Gary Russell landed.
The hands of the body won't be there. Motherfucker, sometimes
So, acuérdate de todo lo que hacíamos.
Back up, back up, back up. There we go. Back up, back up. Good, there we go.
After a 4th round that our unofficial scorer Larry Hazard gave to Castañeda, it was back to the dominance of Gary Russell Jr. saying, "Call me mister," when I step into that ring. Now you see the scorecard on the screen, 49-44 in favor of Gary Russell.
2 knockdowns in round 2. It looked like the fight could be over any second after that, but Russell's really given himself a few rounds to continue to work himself back into the rhythm, the timing, and get a chance to explore his entire game.
And he's doing that. And again, Castañeda, he's that type of style that lets you work.
Oh, nice counter left and a right uppercut from Gary Russell Jr. That may be it.
Seems like it broke his jaw.
What heart this young man has. He sells hats on the side. He designs that. Good thing he has a secondary business going, because this boxing thing against an elite fighter like Gary Russell Jr., it's a hard business.
And again, Russell's taking his time, not going for the kill. I love this. Again, as many rounds as you can get, Russell, go ahead. By all means, this is entertaining.
I'm just happy to have him back.
Yes.
We remember all those years we wanted to see him fight 2 times, 3 times a year.
Yeah, exactly.
One time a year I would take at some point, you know?
He's trying to make up for those years that he was out.
I mean, look at the counter speed, and the legs of Castañeda are completely gone. Harvey Doc's really going to have to take a look at it, because the body language, the just discombobulated left hooks that he's throwing at this point, there's nothing behind it, but there's something behind the left of Gary Russell Jr.
You could hear that left hand reverberate around the arena from that popping sound.
That mouth is open from Castañeda. I think he broke his jaw, honestly. That was a really hard shot that dropped Castañeda. And even the corner, I hope that, they consider stopping this fight, because he's just taking a punishment.
Unfortunately, Abner, I heard him say, "You're Mexican, go do this." That is like the worst thing.
I mean, that does echo what Castaneda said this week in the undercard press conference. I'm from Mexico, we're badasses. I want to show everyone what Reynoso, Mexico is all about.
I hope the corner takes care of it. That's what my hope is for this fight, because it's starting to get out of hand. And look, I understand Russell wanting to carry him, but it could get into the point of danger zone for Castañeda.
No doubt. As much as we're enjoying the finesse, the beautiful boxing from Russell, it's another man taking the punishment. And I hope that, the corners realize that. Or even, the referee.
Let's listen if they have a conscience over in the corner of Hugo Castañeda.
No deje caer la moral. No deje caer la moral. Levántese, levántese. Vamos, siéntese. No me deje caer la moral. Traemos más.
Ask him how he feels and if
¿Cómo
he
te
wants to
sientes?
continue.
Ya, he wants to continue.
Ask him.
Que si quieres continuar. Claro que sí, ya. Vamos a darle, mijo, Vamos a darle. Te ocupo bien vivo, Te ocupo bien vivo. Vamos a cerrar esto. Vamos a cerrarlo. Pero necesito que se siga.
3 knockdowns in this fight. This was the last one, Abner.
Yeah, this is a look of a knockdown. Beautiful step back. He missed the left hand and he landed with that right hook. It's the timing, everything. I like this from a softball. Mostly softballs, they throw a single left hand straight and they miss. But no, not Gary Russell. He missed with that and he comes back with that right hook. That's the right hook that I think obviously hurt, but I think broke Castañeda's chin.
And you saw how his mouth was completely open.
Yeah.
Well, it did look like the ringside doctor was giving a very close look to Castaneda in the corner. No further action was taken here as we continue in round 7.
And I want to talk about that left hand that most of these softballs had. They fall in love with it sometimes. They throw it constantly left, straight, overhand. And they don't throw that right hook. The one that used to throw it a lot and did a lot of damage, Juan Manuel Lopez, all the time and got many knockouts with it. Because the fighter, me as a right-hander, I'm expecting that left hand, but guess what? I'm not expecting the right hook.
Great analysis. After breaking down. Ooh, now Castañeda wants to give Russell a little bit of, remember the push down a couple rounds ago?
A little bit of intimidation.
Yes. A little bit of both. When you're frustrated, you try to intimidate.
I'll be intimidated by the performance that Russell's giving tonight.
Oh, nice right uppercut, left hook from Russell. This could be it. It should be it here in the 7th round.
And this is Russell with his back to the corner, still outlanding and hurting Castaneda. Although there's some good body work here.
I mean, the only thing you would think is like, all right, you want to toy around? Go, Castañeda. Let's see what you got.
That's exactly what Gary Russell's doing tonight at this moment. Just toying with Castañeda, letting him throw and land those shots. They're all arm punches, nothing flush to the face or body.
That was flush. The left hand from Russell.
See Russell throwing some off-speed shots, just touching the face of Castaneda as he looks probably to set up a big power shot that maybe could bring an end to this fight.
He's walking him into it, Abner.
Yeah, no, that's another thing that Russell does. He changes the speed up in the air, like mid-punch, whoop, he changes the speed, and that's why you don't see the punch.
See the advantage there for Gary Russell Jr., in total punches landed. It has been one-sided. That has not deterred Castaneda from continuing to come forward.
Ooh, that's a nice right hook from Russell. That was punishing. But Castañeda's just got too much heart to go down again. And this is probably the worst thing for Castañeda.
Yes, I was just thinking that because now he's going to feel that he's in the fight when he's not.
And the corner's going to believe he's recovered, and the referee, Harvey Knox, is saying like, oh, he's still got something left. That's what we wanted to see, is what they're yelling. You see? Don't let your mentality defeat you. You're greater than what you believe you are. You're bigger than that.
Esa es tu mentalidad,
that has to be your mentalidad. You're a winner. That's what you are, a winner.
No te dejes que caer tu autoestima.
Don't let your self-esteem go down. Get up.
Como le estás haciendo,
just like you're doing.
Pégale duro.
Hit him hard.
Pégale duro. Abajo lo vas a parar.
Downstairs, you can stop him. We've been telling you for a long time.
You want to control or get double fit. Box. Make this shit easy. Make him run us out. Okay. He's stupid.
Keep it chill. What is mouthpiece saying? He's about to do tonight.
Box.
Take a deep breath.
There you go. Let's go. Let's go, coach.
Okay.
I mean, you get a guy getting hyped up in the other corner, and you know that it's a false sense of security.
Oh, yeah. He's going to start making mistakes now because he's going to believe that he's in the fight. And he did something in that last round, which he did. He threw a lot of punches. But guess what? None of them landed.
Abner, what do you make of Gary's older, his brother, Gary Russell, Gary Allen Russell III, the trainer for this fight, telling him to box now? When he does let his hands go, he's been dropping or hurting Castaneda routinely.
Again, I think they probably planned this while they did this fight, and they're just practicing right now. This is a fight where they're using the entire 10 rounds to do different things, and this is the 9th round. All right, I want you to box now.
Abner, he did throw 86 punches in that 7th round of fight high, connected 26 for 30%. So he actually outlanded the 16 of 55 for Russell, but it's the type of punches that he landed. It's what he did or didn't do in terms of damage.
And this is what makes this family so great. Speaking of the Russell family, Russell could have finished this fight in the 2nd or 3rd round, but he chose not to. This is the 9th round. I'm sure he's going to carry him all the way to the 10th, but he wins more than anything. It would have been a spectacular knockout, yes. People would have been excited, yes, but guess what? He didn't get much experience. He didn't let his punches go. This is a guy that's been out for 3 years, so he's getting a lot more of these 9, 10 rounds that we're seeing from Gary Russell.
But I would think that his corner, his brother, was telling him, hey, go get him out of there now. He's going to walk into something. I think this is the time where you say, I'm back, guys. And how do you do it? With the left hand. If it's the left shoulder surgery that took you out last time, that's what you do.
Put the cherry on the top. Yeah, and Castaneda's going to walk into something.
Because if not, Abner, people are going to say, they're going to watch it. Maybe they didn't listen in. They're going to see, like, he went 10 rounds with this guy? Isn't this the guy that got blasted by Demler Zamora, a 15-0 fighter, just a couple months ago?
Yeah, I think, yeah, any fighter that doesn't know boxing, I get it, Bernardo, but anyone that knows boxing, we know that Gary Russell is carrying Castaneda.
That's the context of it that sometimes you don't get when you look at BoxRec or when you look
Understood,
at,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's why to me, you got to put a stamp on it. You got to come in here and say, like,
you're right. And maybe you will do it in the 10th round.
Right hook.
Castaneda trying uppercuts this round, really trying to find something that will turn the momentum in his favor.
There's a body work right there from Castaneda.
And it feels like Russell's fine with that. He wants that one perfect counter shot off the ropes that can bring that spectacular ending.
Castañeda giving you everything he can tonight. Jim Gray getting deep into the soul of what a fighter is feeling before he steps into the ring. And look, this is a rematch. There's a lot of adjustments that need to be made. Who will be able to make the right adjustments? Fundora retain his belt or Zuda regain it? Here, right in front of our eyes, Gary Russell Jr. is regaining his status as a quick, dangerous, power-punching fighter.
He's shown the speed, the explosiveness, the footwork, the great variety of punches. And he's really been dictating the terms. If he's in the corner, it's because he wants to be.
Yes. I mean, 47%. Anytime on the CompuBox numbers you approach 50%, you should be knocking him out. You know what I mean? And look, we talked about it. Yes, he should have. It's a desire thing here of wanting to learn. Because you're right, Abner. It's like he already got his timing back early on, which was the big question mark is how's his timing going to be? How's his left shoulder going to be? Well, it's all great.
No, I hear what you're saying. This is the 10th round. And again, the fatigue is definitely in play right now for Russell. Maybe he feels that he cannot let his hand go as much as he was able to in the first couple of rounds. He doesn't want to tire out too much. But this is the last round. Yeah, you make a point. Just get him out there.
And look, at the end of the day, Russell's throwing half as many jabs as he did in his previous 7 fights. And he told us, he was honest, I don't ever think my shoulder is going to be at 100%. But guess what? He's making up for it with power shots with that left. He's like, if I'm going to throw it, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, no, and he is showing it tonight.
look, Castaneda continues to complain that they're behind the ear.
I don't know why. They're that hard that he feels it in the back of his head.
Because they snap his neck around.
Yeah.
But what about the toughness of Castañeda tonight?
Yeah.
Too tough, probably for his own good.
Really tough, hard nose. I mean, he gave it all he could.
Yeah, this is the first 10-round bout of Castaneda's career. Also the first time he's fighting a former world champion. So this will give him some much-needed experience on this level. Might also give him a headache after the amount of punches that he's taken in this fight, but still looking to pin Russell in the corner. You wonder if Russell's just kind of auditioning this position for future fights, showing that comfort there with his back to the ropes.
Ooh, that just barely missed from Gary Russell Jr. And you just see Castaneda loading up, and that's a dangerous place to be against a talent like Russell.
Necesito que me des el round de tu vida,
I need you to give me the round of your life,
Necesito
son.
que me des ese tercer round.
I need this third round when you became a champion as a
Necesito que me des ese tercer round.
That third round
cuando te coronaste campeón mundial
when you
juvenil.
became a
Ese es el
youth
round
world
que quiero.
champion. That's what I want you to go
que
back
eres, ya
to
viste
doing.
lo que traes, ya
You
viste
know
que
what he's
pertenecemos
got.
aquí.
You know what
Entonces
brings here.
ciérrame
You
fuerte.
belong here. Close
Ciérrame
strong.
fuerte, Hugo, ciérrame fuerte.
Close
Vete
strong.
más con un round, mijo. Ya es
One
el
more
último.
round.
Ya es el último.
Last one. Tony, let me see the towel. Let me see the towel. Gary, let me see it. Here. Let me see. Last one. Last one, champ. Control yourself. Don't get overexcited.
Okay. I don't want you to get with them left boards.
Go.
Mouthpiece.
Got you.
Go, we're out. Go, coach. Get the bucket.
10th and final round around Castañeda, and a lot of people watching this fight early didn't believe we would be watching, but here we are with an impressive performance from Gary Russell Jr.
2 knockdowns.
Oh, there it is, a body shot with the left that sends Castañeda down, and there's no reason for him to get up, but yet he will.
What did I tell you? He was going to put that cherry on the top in the last round.
It is over because Gary Russell Jr. was just toying with Castañeda. Dropped him twice in the second round, dropped him again in the 6th round, hurt him in the 9th, and finished him in the 10th.
It's safe to say Mr. Gary Russell Jr. still got it at age 37. A resounding comeback, 4 knockdowns. Got some rounds in, was able to show you the full package. And he certainly got that mindset as an active trainer of world champions and the family business of boxing for the Russells.
What a brilliant performance from Gary Russell Jr., Mr. Gary Russell. My God, I loved every single round from the first round to this 10th round. And I told you he was going to put the cherry on top.
And he did. Let's get the official time of the stoppage from Miguel Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Harvey Dock called the stop to this contest at 26 seconds of round number 10. For your winner by TKO, Mr. Gary Russell Jr.
Knockout finish for Gary Russell Jr.